Welcome. With the summer here, I'm sure you're looking for something to help keep your English ticking over. So whether you're just starting out or you're striving for native fluency, consuming the very best native content is the very fastest way to master English. So in this 5-minute guide, we're going to be exploring the very best book, TV series, film and podcast for every English level, from A2 right the way up to C2. Every series and movie mentioned is easily accessible in Spain on major streaming platforms such as Netflix, Max, Disney Plus and Prime Video, while all of the podcasts are free. So let's get going. So there are chapters in the description below. Feel free to skip ahead to the next level or to the level that you're interested in. But let's start here at level A2, so for elementary and high beginner learners. So your book recommendation, we suggest Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. Why does it work? Well, it features short, straightforward sentences, concrete vocabulary, and frequent conversational dialogue that helps you build core vocabulary around daily life, feelings, and actions without overwhelming you with complex grammar structures. Plus, there are tons of films and series that tie in with the original book if you really get into the story. So for television, check out Bluey, which is available on Disney Plus. There's plenty to see on YouTube too. Why is this useful? The episodes are short, they're just 7 minutes long, with rich visual context. There's lots of humour, and the characters' actions directly match their spoken words. So this trains your ear on natural speech patterns, practical everyday phrases, and basic emotional expressions. Our film recommendation for A2 is Paddington. So, available to stream on Netflix and Prime Video, it offers very clear, measured British speech. It's accompanied by physical comedy that provides visual cues for every scene. This helps bridge the gap between textbook English and authentic spoken English through clearly enunciated dialogue. So, finally, for your audio practice at level A2, try the 6-Minute English podcast by BBC Learning English, available for free on Spotify, YouTube and the BBC app. It shows controlled pacing, slow articulation, and built-in explanations of key vocabulary words. This helps you build a daily listening habit without feeling too lost. Moving on to level B1. For reading, try The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. It's written from the perspective of a narrator who speaks logically and directly, avoiding confusing metaphors. This book teaches proper sentence structure and clear narrative tense progression in everyday modern English. For television, watch Friends or Modern Family, again available on Netflix, Disney Plus and Max. These 20-minute episodes feature situational humour, everyday domestic settings and predictable character storylines. They expose you to natural American conversational speech, common idioms, phrasal verbs and humour context. For your B1 movie, we recommend Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, available to stream on Max and Prime Video. You likely already know the story. It makes much easier to follow, and the clear British English will expand your descriptive vocabulary while keeping sentence structures accessible through strong visual storytelling. For B1 listening, check out Spotlight English or Kulip's English Podcast. Available for free on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, they feature slightly slowed narrative speech covering interesting cultural topics, science and life hacks. This introduces functional grammar and real-world context and explains idiomatic expressions as they arise. Next is level B2, the upper intermediate level, where you begin to achieve real fluency. Our B2 book recommendation is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. It's a fast-paced, present tense narrative with engaging action that keeps you turning the page. It expands your vocabulary and descriptive verbs and adjectives while maintaining momentum, so you stop translating word for word. For television, watch The Crown, streaming on Netflix. You will hear pristine, formal English, spoken with exceptional enunciation and steady pacing. It's fantastic for mastering formal registers, elevated vocabulary, professional discourse, and polite negotiational styles. For your B2 film, try Knives Out, available on Netflix and Prime Video. This sharp murder mystery features varied American accents with witty, rapid back and forth banter, and it trains your comprehension across multiple accents, teaching you to follow conversational plot twists delivered purely through the dialogue. For your B2 audio offering, listen to Stuff You Should Know, which is free across all podcast platforms. This show features conversational, unscripted chats between two hosts on every topic imaginary. It exposes you to authentic, casual narrative speech rates, interjections, humour and organic topic transitions. So now let's look at C1, Advanced English. For reading, choose Never Let Me Go by Keizu Ishiguro. It features subtle, emotionally rich prose that relies on understatement and implied meaning. This helps you master nuance, tone, irony, and advanced literary structures, which are necessary for C1 level comprehension. For television, check out Succession, streaming on Max. It's packed with high-velocity corporate dialogue, fast slang, business metaphors, quick sarcasm, and overlapping speech. This forces your brain to decode implied subtext, quick-witted retorts, and professional jargon in high-stress settings. Our C1 film recommendation is The Social Network, available on Netflix and Prime Video. Famous for its rapid-fire screenplay, the film has characters speaking at nearly double the speed of average films. This pushes your listening speed to its absolute limit, forcing you to process complex arguments instantaneously. For your C1 podcast, try The Daily by the New York Times. It's free on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It offers in-depth investigative journalism featuring interviews with expert journalists and public figures, enhancing your ability to process formal political, economic, and social analysis delivered at native speed. Finally, we reach the rarefied air of level C2, near native proficiency. Our C2 book recommendation is Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. It features a complex narrative perspective, rich historical vocabulary, intricate wordplay, and dense stylistic construction. It builds master-level vocabulary and deep intuition for stylish variation and literary syntax. For television, challenge yourself with Peaky Blinders, streaming on Netflix. It features heavy regional accents, including Birmingham, Cockney, and Irish dialects, along with historical slang, mumbling, rapid speech. It eliminates reliance on standard textbook accents, training you to understand non-standard dialects and fast colloquial banter. For the C2 film, watch Banshees of Inisherin or Snatch, available on Disney Plus and Prime Video. These films feature dense regional Irish or London dialects, rapid idiomatic phrasing, and local cultural references. Mastering them gives you the full native level auditory flexibility without needing subtitles. For C2 audio, listen to No Such Thing as a Fish or the BBC's In Our Time, free on all platforms. They feature fast overlapping banter, filled with British humour, academic references, double entendres, and unscripted laughter. This tests your ability to process multiple speakers talking simultaneously about abstract content. Remember that consistency beats intensity. Pick the media matching your current level. Switch your subtitles to English, that's important. Don't have Spanish or Catalan subtitles, and enjoy the journey. Which of these will you start today? Let us know in the comments below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We'll be back for more.